The Health Snob, Angry Camel Pose by Esme Jalla.
Should never have come, I should never have come, is the mantra playing through my head as I contort my body into the shape of a flying bird. Not soaring high in my yoga class, I am falling towards my mat, racing my drops of sweat to see who will reach the ground first. In between poses, I flop and I wobble like a bird that's been skimmed by a hunter's bullet, knocked out of that big blue place where it feels at home. I'm not at home here. I started Bikram yoga today. In a nutshell, it's yoga for masochists. Feeling sick, seeing stars, and internally combusting, pave your way to a better shape and a better you. Redefining fitness limits and mental boundaries are entirely possible in this subtropical heated studio where the doors remain locked for the full 90 minutes. My newest fitness venture couldn't feel further away than half-assed jogs I've taken on the seafront, or my sit-ups in front of daytime TV. When I left for my first session, friends and family wave me off hopefully. I hear the words they'll speak when I'm safely down the road. Perhaps this is it. It might calm her down and bring her peace. So far though, I just feel angry. And today I am envious of the girl in front of me. Her abs, her poise, her look of inner calm. Though I'd never want her hairy legs. As we lay on the floor in resting pose, I fantasize about taking a sharp razor to her natural armory. Okay, concentrate. It's hot in here, really hot. I chance a look in the mirror, hoping my reflection will give me some conviction I look just as comfortable as the girl in front of me. I see none. I feel a twinge of disappointment. Or it might be pain in my chest as I realise Bikram won't be life-changing. Changing my thighs will have to suffice. Time in here is elastic. The more I wish it were over, the more the 90 minutes stretches on. I try to think of this 90 minutes as precious. I spend so much of my time outside this sweaty box moving to else's rhythm I've forgotten my own beat. I remind myself, when I exercise, I feel alive and I don't have to share it with anyone. My body is shy to respond to my slow and controlled movements. It hesitates and stalls, bracing itself for the moment I break out into a run or a manic squat thrust. It's tense, waiting for the punishment I usually deliver in the name of fitness. The heat doesn't bother me, it pulls me out of the room. The intensity, the head rush, the bending and arching of my back, the doggy pose. It all reminds me of more pleasurable exertions I've undertaken. Can't hide anything in here. Behind the concentration, I see the men look regretful at their choice to wear Speedos as a telltale bulge swells to the sound of the teacher's voice. I try not to laugh. A true yogist would never laugh at such a spiritual undertaking. Smiling in moderation is encouraged, though. It's a dignified screw you to the pain and the challenge. My bad mood continues to grumble, almost mocking me for my choice to end up in here. I don't blame it. It's funny, the one day I want to be invisible, the day I want to curl up in a small ball, I end up here, standing tall. The yoga teacher is a Nazi, dressed in hippies' clothing. The smell of incense poorly masks her intentions to sort out the healthy elite from the experimenters. She draws near. I make silent thanks that my unusual name might make me forgettable. And then I remember it's unlikely in a room of right oneers. I bet there are 4 Naomis and Sebastians in here. The teacher can smell my Groupon deal, I know it. I don't look like someone that has £13 to spend on this. What's your name, girl in the grey? Already my shackles are raised out of my pose. It's not grey, it's black. I feel her patronising stare within my lotus pose. Kick your legs higher, Esme, higher. I imagine kicking them towards her face. It shouldn't, but it works. Maybe I've got her wrong. She might only be trying to help. I haven't. By the end of the class, everyone knows my name. Esme, the girl in the back row that can't even master the prayer pose without rebuff. My 90 minutes are up. Only the camel pose stands in my way. I approach with trepidation. Last week it left me feeling sick. I cried. A line from my boyfriend's book on inner mastery pops into my upside down head. To be successful is to be uncomfortable. I lean back on my damp knees, far back, and dip my head back in submission. I'm already thinking about the next time.
The Health Snob, Angry Camel Pose was written by Esme Jalla, the reader was Charlotte Russell, and the producer was Andrew Tildesley.